My phone's going to run out of video, but I'll run out of battery, but before this ends probably. But I wanted to, for the last few days, I've been posting all this stuff about strange display devices and audio. And the reason I'm doing it is that there's a connection. I'm trying to explain something about the way you do secure computing and how you, to have secure input and output, you have to effectively eradicate concrete representations of data, because it's always through concrete data representations, formats and things like IP packets and things that it's possible to intercept communications and interfere with them. So ultimately what we want is computer systems which do I/O in such a way that the only representation that actually ever exists of the data, this sounds absolutely impossible, but the only representation exists in sensory perception of some individual person. But I think you can do it, and you end up with a kind of top-down computing without any kind of trusted hardware base at all. And that's what I'm aiming for. And I'm hoping that the result will be something like an implementation of that crazy two-page thing I wrote about the liar paradox and Tarski's definition of truth. But for example, what you need for a voting system is complete hardware independence. The voting system has to work on, anybody should be able to make that hardware, and you should be able to source hardware from anywhere, because you don't want a single trusted source or 2 or 3 trusted sources, because they can always be subverted. It needs to be completely hardware independent, and that means it needs to be specified semantically from the top down, not from the bottom up. But I've been thinking about it for several years, and I'm pretty sure you can do this, and I'm pretty sure that that's the only way we'll get decent computing systems. And it has the other advantage in that you don't need to employ people to write code, because people are no good at writing code. People just can't do it. So I'm going to stop there.